Grand Rising YouTube, Grand Rising. Good evening, good day, depending on where you are. I'm back in again to channel the messages that's sent to me, through me, and for me to share. But remember, not every message that comes through is going to be a message for everyone. But there's definitely a message here for someone. You're just needing to take the messages that resonates and leave the rest for those that the message will resonate with. So I'm recording this message on the 17th of December, 2025. And this is a random message. You know, I had no real intentions to come in and do a message at this time. But changes of my day, you know, it's like in this energy of, as I sat down at the table, it's in this energy of something can go either way, either or either. But either way, it's beneficial for you, you know. It's that type of an energy that was coming through as I was sitting down at the table. And as I was sitting here, I was drawn to some of my own handwritten decks that I created. I kept on getting this energy of, how you gonna lie to a high priestess? I already know what you did. You know, that's this deck I made. I made this deck about maybe around 4, maybe 5 years ago. And then I was drawn to some of the other decks that I made. So it's like I was just sitting here with no intentions. But then as I was sitting here, I was picking up on this energy. Again, came through in a couple of the messages that I put up this rising over the last few days. This energy of being unpredictable, unstoppable, unhookable. Many have tried and failed. I was picking up on this energy of catch me if you can. You know, it's almost giving me a type of a trickster type energy, a type of an Anansi type of an energy. I'm now being brought back to a message I did, and the energy that came through was an ancestral energy of John the Conqueror. So these names may just be significant in regards to the energy of the message. Also picking up on this energy of your protective energy field is being strengthened. At the time of me channeling this, I was literally picking up on ancestral laughter in the background. I was then brought back to a vision that I had a couple of years ago in regards to the infinite energy, the symbol. It was glowing. You know, this vision I had a couple of years ago, it was half of the infinite energy. You know, you couldn't see the whole symbol. You could only see half of it. There was the energy of the ancestors in that vision. I felt that their presence. I remember greeting them in that vision, you know. But what kind of concerned me in that vision? Soldier down, soldier down. There was somebody lying on the floor and holding somebody up, you know. I can only see the head of the person that was being held up in the arms of whosoever was holding them. But it did give me this energy of soldier down, but you're okay. This too shall pass, you know. Going back to a few days ago, I had another vision. Similar energy. But this time, it's like whosoever was in the first vision, they're now up and fit in this kind of a training ground. Like somebody was in this energy of building back up your strength. Somebody may now be ready in regards to whatever this energy is that's coming through that I'm picking up on. To step out into the world, back into the world, needing to go out into nature. Someone may have been in isolation for too long. I'm seeing the hermit energy now in the reverse. It may have caused some type of emotional imbalance for somebody. Literally in a trance. I'm just channeling right now. Within this vision that I was having, today being brought back to those two visions, I was picking up on this energy of they can't break your bond between you and your ancestors is what I was picking up on. You have no weak links in the ancestral lineage, within the ancestral realm. High and low, light and dark. They trust in your capabilities, how you use your gift. Proud energy I was picking up on. but they need you to trust and to continue to trust in yourself and your gift. And to remember to understand yourself, you first must understand your gift. And to understand your gift, you must understand yourself. It works hand in hand. It's in the energy of trusting the wisdom of your body and how you're feeling around certain people, places, and things. You know, it's in this energy of paying attention to the whispers of your ancestors. They're guiding you, and that guidance is leading to your protection. Also picking up on the energy of protected by the moon, you know, however that may resonate for you. But those were just some of the few messages I was picking up on. I believe definitely that they're trying to get some type of a message to you subtly through numerology, through just nature, through the information that you're guided to, the information that comes to you, you know, like on your timeline of whatever social media it may be. I was reading a comment once recently, and one of the comments says that I just randomly popped up on their timeline. That's ancestral guidance. You know, there was a message that was needed to be heard. For an example, pay attention to your dreams is what I'm also hearing. The Hierophant is at the bottom of the deck. And behind that is the Star card. The Hierophant represents institutions, higher learning, you know, your belief system. So in regards to this energy, this random message, for those that may be needing to hear a message at this time, I'm hearing changes. This is about your changes. Now my song says this is about your traces, but for the last few hours now I've been hearing it, but instead of traces, this is about your changes. This is about your changes. We've got the Chariot again. Let's get one more card in regards to this energy. I'm hearing night and day, day and night. For some reason, I'm kind of guided to get 3 cards, and this is the Tower. And this is the dark side of the Tower, so it's purple. If it was the light side, it would have been a white border, and it's coming through in the reverse. I'm hearing double trouble. This is something that can't be avoided. Let's get another card in regards to this energy. And we've got Judgment. Last card. And now at the bottom of the deck, now we've got the Empress. After all of that, you know, major releases. This is the energy of the Devil's here. The good thing that is the Chariot is in the upright. All other energies are in the reverse. Something can't be avoided. Somebody is needing to wake up to something. You know, there's some type of a captivity, a toxicity, some type of an addiction, an obsession that somebody is needing to release, sever the ties from. Someone's needing to speak some truth in a situation. It can't be avoided. I feel like someone has been, it's a judgment call. I'm picking up on the energy of someone being summoned. It's like this is an order. Somebody has to do this. It's giving me that energy. The Magician's behind the high priest, behind the Empress. But let's just see. I want to see what this deck has got to say. How are you gonna lie to a high priestess? I already know what you did. Why is the energy of the Chariot here in regards to the energy of this message? Something might not be easy to get out. Rome wasn't built in a day. Building foundations from the bottom to the top. Anything worth a while will take a while. organizations and preparations, legalities, foundations, generational wealth, and business plans. These hedonists, chains and bondage, bribery, material incentives. Until you do right by me, a child, a situation, someone here is being cursed. They need to break a curse. I need to break the silence, some type of mental entrapment, some type of a disgrace here, in imprisonment. It says the devil wants to control your silence through the chaos, thick and fast, overthinking. So there could be some messages that you're receiving in regards to whatever this toxicity is that's needing to be released here. Your intuition is picking up on something in regards to, I want to say, the tower. Whatever this tower energy is, I feel like the information or some type of clarity is coming towards you. So let's see, what's this energy of the tower here? Let's take the card that's came through. I need to protect yourself from those who should have been protecting you. Something can't be avoided here. This feels like an energy of no contact. So let's see. Somebody can't avoid something no longer. So let's, in regards to the energy of this tower. Sing, dance, hum, sit in the presence of your ancestors. Wait for important information. You're an oracle. As far as your mind looks out into the deep, is as far as you need to go deep within. Two-way communication. I feel like there's a message that's trying to come into you that can't be avoided. Going back to the message I put up on my Empress Earth Wisdom page, the center of the message was answer the call. Somebody may be trying to contact you. I feel like that message is coming through again quite strongly. So let's see, in regards to this energy of judgment that's here in the reverse, what's the most important message that's needed to be heard? Alright, I'm not going to take all of that. I need to heal from the inside out. Sink or swim. Too much to live for. Balance. Recognition. Peace. Closure. Hard work is paying off. Keep moving. So let's see any more information in regards to this energy of judgment. Too much. In the house of, I didn't see this card that came through. So it says in-house justice, family, friends, taking the law into their own hands in hope to avoid some type of a justice, but something can't be avoided. Someone has to wake up and smell the coffee, I'm hearing. Smell the roses. So let's see, tell me more about this energy of judgment. For those that may be resonating in the energy of this message. I feel like there's something else that needs to come through. I heard stop. So what you seek is also seeking you. Truth, love, peace and harmony, unity. But be mindful. Of what you're seeing. Or where you're seeing it. Couldn't stay committed to the journey. What's not for you will eventually fade away. And this is the card that came through. As I picked up the deck from where it was, this is the card that fell. What's not for you will eventually fade away. Someone is seeing that now. Or at least you are. Unexplainable. Whirlwind, weary. Full chakra activation. fourth chakra protection. Your fourth chakra is the gateway to your soul. You was in encounter with a tugger energy, a tugger man energy. A tugger man energy is warlock energy, you know. Long and short of it, I'm hearing. I noticed you back then, seeing paths crossing at least once before. During some type of a change. No communication, little to none anyway. Angel number 127 I'm seeing here. "5D communication, telepathy, dreams, obsessive thinking, loud thoughts, arguments. You must be tired. You're running through someone's mind. If you're thinking about them, they're thinking about you type energy. Your intuition is trying to alert you to something. So let's see, in regards to this energy of the devil, why is the devil here in the reverse in regards to the energy of this message for those that may be resonating? My ears are ringing. Both ears. Your karmics are being revealed one by one. Every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess, in order to restore that which was stolen. This is the courtroom of the Most High. Jury's out and the verdict's in. Jury's out for the verdict. Don't touch or change a thing. All is as it should be. Somebody tried to manipulate something here in your path, in your life, and they had no right to. They broke the laws. They didn't read the clause, you know, of the contract that was made by the Most High. They thought they can try to alter something, you know. Ego energy. This is organization energy here. Someone's bringing clarity to you though. They have no remorse. Whosoever this group is, I feel like whosoever this is has remorse. They're in the reverse now. They're no longer in the upright. But for whatever this is, there was no remorse at the time, you know. I'm hearing your persistency is what's turning this tables I'm hearing around. I'm being brought back to the previous message. Who last best? You know, this is karma. Connecting with water, Yamamaya, goddess of the sea. Maybe having some type of past life visual. It could be this goddess Yamamaya that's bringing you this information through your meditation. Play, pause, rewind and repeat. Only so much you can repeat a cycle, situation before it becomes gliding, cringy, annoying, boring, degrading, meaningless, you know? Something's been left behind. Step up or step down. So let's see, in regards to this energy, tell me more about this energy of the chariot. Why is the energy of the chariot here? In regards to the energy of this message for those that may be resonating with. You should have never woke a sleeping lioness. That's what somebody's realizing. It feels like some type of a whirlwind type energy. Something move very quickly, fast, you know, rapidly. I'm hearing. This is from one of my songs, from the Tugger Man song. So this is a separate deck, which is confirming that Tugger Man warlock energy. It says this one here, you're not going to understand. I hear say this Tugger Man has another woman. This may have been something that was known to you or unknown to you. I say that because this energy of you should have never woke a sleeping lioness is here. This is something that's rattled somebody's cage. You know, it's also bringing me back to one of the poems which I put on my channel of recently. There were so many plans that were set against you in order to bring you down, to block you off your path, block you from this creativity energy, from reaping the benefits of your hard work. But let's just see, let's get another energy in regards to the Chariot. Why is this energy of the Chariot here? In regards to the energy of this message. It's falling into the energy of the Tower. Stepping on me zen. Missing me want until around 10:15. It no make no sense. Feel for jump defense. Just in a mezen upon a 1 and 2 incense. You know? This is the energy of needing to be mindful. This is something that I feel may not have been able to be avoided maybe in the past. There's clarity coming to you in regards to what never made sense then. It's going to make sense now, you know. Unexpected information I'm hearing. This is random. A random message may come through to you. So let's clarify the energy of the Tower. What's the saga? Stalker alert. Going through the motions. Someone's in this energy of being an illusion, and I'm seeing an illusionist here. You know, this devil almost gives me this energy of, well, it's a puppet master. It's someone who's a ventriloquist, someone who's speaking through another. You know, it's almost like then I'm being brought back to one of my cards in my other deck, and it says they're not out of order. They were under orders. They were set against you. So let's see, tell me more about this energy of the Tower, Scorpio energy. There may have been some type of a sexual attack here. This card also wanted to come through in the pre-shuffle. It was also at the bottom of the deck. I just didn't mention it. Somebody may have seen something though. There may be some type of a witness to what may have taken place. And somebody couldn't avoid the fact this Tower had to come down. So let's see, tell me more about this energy of the Tower. Why is the Tower here? Copycat, doppelganger energy. Monkey see, monkey do. So let's see, in regards to this energy of judgment, why is this judgment energy here in the reverse for those who may be resonating in the energy of this message? And I was literally just thinking this. I was thinking that through this, somebody may have got pregnant, conceived, or may have conceived something of toxicity here. This card reads 7 weeks and counting. A high priestess is reading your energy, unknowing to you, misusing of their gifts. I'm hearing they could be doing this 7 weeks at a time, you know, regular. And the card that came through, I didn't even see that. Every time I use this card, this deck, this card always comes through. Angry mama, ground yourself. It's the same energy of who woke asleep and lioness, or you shouldn't have woke asleep and lioness. Angry mama, ground yourself. Something's rattled somebody's cage. Whatever's, I'm hearing this Capricorn, but whatever this toxicity is, this obsession, this attachment. So let's go again. Chariot energy. Where's the Chariot here? One night stand energy. And the card that fell to the ground is they tried to attack you from left to right, but they couldn't get to your center. They couldn't touch your soul. One night stand energy. Revenge, sex, unexpected emotions. The Tower. Why is the energy of the Tower here? In this energy of stepping on his end. Somebody was catfished here. To be literally sexually attacked. This is a trigger message for somebody. Tell me more about this energy of this Tower. I'm seeing a vision of somebody waking up during some type of an assault here. Putting yourself first, doing what needs to be done. What's done is done, I'm hearing. Clearing up some type of paperwork, bills, karmic debts, looking for work. You may even be quitting work. You know, the situation may have taken its toll on you. Going back to the beginning of this message where I was picking up on the energy of someone being in some type of isolation for a long period of time. Hermit in the reverse can also represent somebody who's going through some type of a depression. But clearing that energy up, you know, I feel like this is something, it feels definitely something of in your past. So let's clarify this judgment card in regards to the energy. Whose child needs protecting and from who? In regards to this devil, tell me more about this devil energy that's here in the reverse. I'm hearing ancient history. Yeah, somebody was targeted within their home and somebody had to defend themselves. They had no one else, you know. But life is being your biggest teacher is the energy I'm picking up on here. It says, take me, I gonna make you target me and I'm me home. Means again, me what I send from me round. Means again, me what I set for me down. Do not make me tell you how me get me crown. From the city to the town. One more on that card. Somebody was trying to insult your intelligence. How you gonna lie to a high priestess? They already know what you did. Bottom of the deck, alpha female. Me tell you all of them, me are more man than them. More man than men. This is somebody who had to defend themselves in all areas of life. This is somebody, I'm picking up a go-getter energy. I'm picking up on somebody who's persistent, determined type of an energy I'm picking up on here. I'm hearing last but not least, I'm going to use this deck. I have to split this deck into two. Never you try to be anyone but yourself. This is a song, Don Andre. I just shared this song over on my community page. I believe it was on Monday, a few days ago. Someone don't like you. They think you talk too much, or this could be you. You don't like somebody. You think that they talk too much. Yeah, definitely that. This is that lioness poem that I was talking about that I shared on my community page some time ago. I'm gonna read it. So it reads lioness. I'm gonna put on my glasses. So it reads lioness. Stripes represents transmuted stress. Best left to rest. Tiger wrestles on a mission facing many tests. Who cares who's the best? Who cares who can beat their chest? Why can't they see I'm just being me? I'm just being free. This is just a test. We're all at it. We're all in this reality living a harsh reality. We're all living in this world living a harsh reality. 3D fantasy. They don't realize only real eyes can see. Watch the pre. They tried to put me in the fire. Liar. Black and orange is already my color. Whoever, whatever, forever. They send in a bear. How dare, LOL. By my stripes, I the tigress already bared. Cry, tears. Only God she fears. I decree and I declare. I would never just sit and stare. Criticize without a care. So that's the energy that was coming through in regards to this energy of angry mama. Ground yourself, and you should have never woke a sleeping lioness. Somebody's cage is being rattled. This can involve a child also, you know, is the reason why there's an angry mama here. In the energy of this chariot, you move past the past. Congratulations, you've passed. I'm an observer, visual learner, mental explorer. My first teacher is my father. This is card number 37, which is poem number 37, which is also in this energy of the Tugger man, children of Ler, going back to one of my chapters on my on the channel. Which is a triggering message, you know, triggering chapter 9, I believe it was, in regards to the 12 dancing princesses, which I look at it as the energy of the 144. When you do the numerology, 12 times 12 is 144. That card, the 12 dancing princesses, was card number 21. You know, there was some type of a mirroring effect of some type of a past. I want to say energy, but the word entity wants to come through also. That was having some type of reflection within current situations that was going on for somebody. But let's just see. Tell me more about this energy of the Tower. If you're only able to see what is, then you will only create what is. The manipulator got manipulated. What goes around comes around. Clean cut, clean goodbye. Again, like I said, this is a past energy. I feel like this is something that happened some time ago, especially with the energy of the devil being here in the reverse. Clean cut, clean goodbye. You've cut those cords, you know. And now being brought back to the Black Rose poem. But somebody feels like they owe you some type of an explanation. They're in the upright. So let's see. Tell me more about this judgment energy for those that I'm connecting with. Why is the energy of judgment here? New moon energy. We're coming into new moon energy. New moon in Sagittarius on the 19th. But again, regardless of when you hear this message, new moon, I feel, is significant. Be mindful. Be mindful of a mirrored soul. Again, that's warlock energy. That's monitoring spirit energy. So let's see, in regards to this energy of the devil. Yeah, same vessel. Well, different vessel. Same lesson. You know, it's this energy of I'm hearing contracting again. But picking up on outside energies that don't mean you no good. You know, that's sent in under an order to try and hold you back. The bottom of the deck. Thank you, Father, for the gift within to have you walk beside. You know, that's another poem. Poem number 10. Something is ending here and there's a new beginning. We're moving into the year of 10. I'm going to use the other half of the deck and clarify these cards again. So let's see, where's the energy of the Chariot here? For those that's resonating in the energy of this message. What's being observed here then? Let's see. What's being observed here? Words from our souls. Delicate coal. Gem in a hole. That's another poem. Poem number 2. So let's see, in regards to this energy. Where's the Chariot here? One more card. Somebody may drive a black or white car. Poem number 24. Be proud of every scar. So let's see, in regards to this energy of the Tower. Where's the energy of the Tower here? For those that may be resonating in the energy of this message. Don't allow them to insult your intelligence, you know. I'd rather die on my feet than on my knees. Watch how nature moves and lives. Be like water. Time to go outside. It's falling into this energy. I pay attention, but I'll leave that one where it is. So let's see, in regards to the energy of judgment. Where's the energy of judgment here? It's in the reverse. It says you will always be triggered by X, Y, or Z. But how do you respond versus how do you react? Every situation, every action comes with a reaction. You know, that's why the energy is here where it says, watch how nature lives. Need to go outside. Live like water, be like water, you know. Bruce Lee quote. Let's get one more card in regards to this energy. I'm now seeing the card in my mind's eye. They will trigger themselves before they ever trigger you, before the ancestors ever allow them to trigger you, to enter into your energy force field, to cause you any type of harm. You're protected by the moon. So let's see, tell me more about this energy. A force is preventing this connection coming together. Pay attention to the signs. Sickness, breakdowns, breakouts, material losses, emotional relationships, financial issues. There could be issues around many of these areas for you, because something was preventing this connection from ever coming together. I'm picking up on this energy of when someone says that they will come around and they don't come around. You have to look at it as divine protection, especially if you've ever asked for protection from people, places, or things, or whatever that prayer may have been. You can't get upset when somebody constantly lets you down, you know, because that's divine protection. So let's see, in regards to this energy, did I clarify why the devil's here in the reverse? Long and short of it, bottom line, draw a line in the sand. Something is done and dusted, it's over. But somebody just needs to get something off their chest, I feel like. I'm seeing a lot of red here, and I'm seeing this moon energy. I understand that feminine energies cycles move with the moon, and I'm paying attention to this energy back here that says sexual attack. Somebody may have been protected by the moon. A sexual attack may have been planned but couldn't go ahead because of, you know, however that may resonate for you. But let's get one more card in regards to this energy of the devil. Why is the devil here? I'm seeing this energy of insulting one's intelligence also standing out to me now. Poem number 41. Keep them far. Keep them far away. Keep them at bay. May their candle wax, salt and clay be burnt away. Shatter any mirror and defrost any freezer. That's what this is. Insulting your intelligence. How are you going to lie to a high priestess? You pay attention to the wisdom of your body. So if you go around somebody, you know, and your energy feels off, there's a reason. And I feel for those who I'm connecting with, you picked up on this energy. You recognize the force that was preventing this connection from ever coming together. Insulting my intelligence. Why is this here? It's a song. Card number 15. Well, poem number 15. Ego, let it go. It's a big no. Just saying. But the cards that came through. Silent rivers run deep. Clean cut goodbye. It's giving me this energy of a silent goodbye. High priestess sees more than they say and less than they see. Silent observer uses their discernment with caution. This is about your choices. Going back to what I was saying, this is the song I was hearing, but instead of choices, I was hearing changes. But this is about your choices. The most I met me know say him I can make, cause hearing many different voices. Tell me say me carry for the spirit of Noah and Moses, David and Joseph, on and on. It goes deeper than that, but that's the part of the song that's coming through here. I've got the other parts of it in here, but that's what's coming through. There's cross-watcher energy behind this. Cross-watcher alert. Be mindful of who you're educating. Poetry or telepathy. Humble me. Comes to me naturally. They said I have to be open, more open, because I'm chosen. But my heart space is frozen. But don't think I'm broken or spiritually choking, because somebody's fully aware of what's been taking place behind the scene. You know, I'm hearing something may even suit you that way, but you're fully aware of what's going on in regards to this energy of right person, wrong timeline. Somebody's jumped onto your timeline, or they've been projected onto your timeline to create some type of illusion. This is spiritual violation. This is spiritual blockages that somebody's actively trying to work against you, you know, in however way this may be. Nothing good of it. They're in their ego. So 4105 was on the clock when I pressed pause. That number may be significant in regards to the energy of the message. I needed to take a pause to light some incense and just channel this energy a little bit more. But I pay attention to everything that takes place in the midst of a message, you know. I pay attention to that. I feel like whosoever I'm connecting with, you've learned a thing or two, you know. You've learned how to handle the triggers that's being sent your way. But something is like a final test. Something is coming along the way to finally try and test where you're at right now. You know, however this may resonate for you. Something's trying to come to rattle your cage. When I see the energy of the Chariot, I'm also picking up on the energy of an authoritative energy also. I've kind of been guided to my Kipper deck. It's felt like it's going to be a kind of a lengthy message. I could come back in and do a part 2, but let's see, tell me more about this energy of the Chariot. Why is the Chariot here? I'm being brought back to the part of the message where I said somebody may have woken up midway through some type of an assault. You may have memory of this or no memory. I feel like someone, and this could well be an authoritative energy, this may not be the individual or it may be an authoritative energy. I'm picking up on this energy. It's like I don't know if it's definitely not in the UK, but whatever this crime may be, it feels almost like it's the death penalty type of a crime. But let's just see. Tell me more about this energy. There's a privileged lady here. Card number 12. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The coffin card wants to turn over. But let's see. Tell me more about this energy. Why is the Chariot here? Yeah, this is something to do in regards to some kind of adjudication. Tell me more about this energy of the Chariot. This is something that you're not expecting, or you may not have been expected. Again, I'm guided back to how you're going to lie to a high priestess. I already know what you did. Somebody tried to insult your intelligence here. So let's tell me more about this energy. A force is preventing this from coming together. Some type of a gift. Someone didn't want some type of a gift to come to you, so they tried to block you by sending in some type of a monitoring spirit. So let's see, tell me more about this energy of the Tower. Why is the Tower here? And again, this expectation energy is the Tower. The Tower is an unexpected event, an unexpected major event also. So let's see, in regards to this energy of the Tower, why is the Tower here? False person. Let's get another card in regards to the energy of the Tower. Toll and labor is in the reverse. feel like someone could be choking, you know, lost for words. That kind of a you know when you're trying to get the words out and you got that kind of lump in your throat. I felt like a lump in my chest just now. And this is the card that I put back. Something can't be avoided in a situation here. It's fallen over into the energy of this card. It says, what you seek is also seeking you. Truth, love, peace, and harmony, unity. But be mindful where you're getting this information. This could well be a false person that may have been giving you some type of information in the past, you know, in order to deter you from some type of truth. Something that was going on within the judification, within the courts. So let's see, tell me more about this energy. Why is this energy of judgment here? Yeah, I was picking up on this. Someone's got a period of time where what they have, they've got some kind of an order's being made that they're needing to return something back, something that they may have taken. In this energy of trying to insult your intelligence, some type of sudden wealth is needing to be gifted back to you. So let's see, and we've got a main female here, but why is this energy of judgment here? In regards to a house, this could be somebody that's coming to your house, a main female coming to a main female. Tell me more about this energy. Why is judgment here? Or this can be a message that's coming to a house to clear up anything, you know. You may have changed your address is what I'm picking up on also. In order for this to be handed to you, angel number 917 is standing out to me here. So let's see in regards to this energy. And we've got a mature man. So let's see in regards to this energy of the devil. Why is the devil here? In regards to the energy of this message. For those that may be resonating. Because something tried to trigger you here. And something will always try to trigger you. You know. But it's how you handle the situation. In regards to this courtship energy. This is not a relationship or a current energy that's going on for you now. This is something in the past. But whatever this past energy is, they have something that they need to bring forward to you. Some type of a truth, some type of a truth. It could even be this finance. This could be in regards to some type of a past in here. Some type of an assault. Something that could be life changing. So let's see, in regards to this energy of the devil, why is the devil here? Somebody tried to rob from you. 1924 may be significant. I've been picking up on a lot of past life energy. This is definitely going back into the energy of my, well, not necessarily my chapter 20. Chapter 20 was more so of the 1800s. I'm hearing close enough. But let's see, tell me more about this energy. I'm hearing close enough. And I'm also hearing that's where somebody tried to pull you back to through some type of spell work here. They tried to bring you back to a time. Maybe this was a time of hardship, a time of loss. Let's get another card in regards to this energy of the Chariot. Imprisonment here. It's falling over into the Moonology deck. I will be using it soon. So let's see, tell me more about this energy. Could be involving a marriage, a high level committed relationship. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're married. You could just be in a committed relationship here. There's been some type of a changeover I'm hearing. Why is this marriage card here? The Lovers. So let's see, in regards to this energy. Wealthy man, in regards to this energy of the Tower. Courtship wants to come through again. But let's just see. I want to clarify the false person to be fair. So let's see. Tell me more about this energy. Poverty. Tell me more. Somebody tried to cause you to lose a lot here. Yeah, somebody tried to cause you to lose a lot here. They didn't want your hard work to pay off. So they tried to court you with a false intention. Something or some along the line is there's some type of a legal situation that you're not privy to, is an energy I'm picking up on, or haven't been up until this point. There's a main male at the bottom of the deck. Tell me more about this energy of this change. Why is this change here? Someone's doing somersaults inside someone's mind. I pay attention to how that card just came through. What's the thoughts? Show me the energy of the thoughts in regards to making some type of a decision here with the lovers. Whether to hand this gift over. There's something that's needing to be handed over to you. Sudden wrath is in the reverse. Someone is doing somersaults. Someone doesn't know, I'm hearing, where they're going to get the finances from. But they've got a length of time to bring this to you. Less than 11 days, I'm hearing. Maybe 16 days for some. So let's see. Tell me about this, the lover's energy. Why is the lover's here? My ears are ringing again. Why is the lover's here? Yeah, there's a message. Someone's in this indecisive energy, whether to, I'm hearing, to open a letter, but maybe even to send a letter. I'm picking up on this energy. The same nerves that someone took to write and send that letter is the same nerves that you're picking up on. When you pick up that letter, you're feeling the energy of someone's nerves. You may be feeling nervous to open the letter. Something may be coming towards you within 7 days. Angel number 167 is standing out to me here. Someone may not be able to move, to journey. It could cause some type of an imprisonment here. Angry mama, ground yourself. Why is that energy here? Bad health. Someone tried to cause you bad health, you know. Someone tried to rob from you, steal your joy, your peace. Tell me more about this energy of message. Why is this message here? In regards to a main male. Tell me more about this main male in this message. They wasn't in despair at the time when they were taking this financial, this sudden wealth from you, you know. But tell me more. They didn't see, or you didn't see, you know, what was being done. There was no light shone on the situation. I'm seeing this pathway card right now as the Hermit energy. But let's see, tell me more about this energy of this message. For those that may be resonating in the energy of this message, what's the most important message here? Official person. This letter's coming from an official person. From the courthouse. Tell me more. There's some kind of concern here that this courthouse, this official person or people have in regards to this main male. Somebody from your past, somebody who you may have had, I'm hearing, within your home. Somebody who may have been a part of this organization to rob you from your finances, your joy, your happiness. In some cases, in the energy of they come to kill, steal, and destroy. You know, there's some type of information that's being brought to you. Anything else that's needing to be brought to the surface in regards to the energy of this message for those that may be resonating with. And there's a child that went right over to the other side here. It's falling into my deck of the hard truths. But there's some type of unexpected income that's definitely coming towards you. The 27th may be significant. Someone's in, you know, at one point they went in despair, but I feel like the despair's here now because, first of all, where they're going to get it from, it's the kind of energy I'm picking up on. And secondly, someone's being caught out in a massive lie as a false person. They're now in this energy of bad health. Why is this child here? Why is this child here? This could also be some type of child maintenance. We've got a wealthy man here. Somebody who had a lot of wealth and wasn't doing their part. They left a mature woman to do something or raise a child by themselves. This could well just be a case of child maintenance here. There's that message again in regards to a child. Yeah, there's definitely been some type of change in the court system in regards to whatever this may be for you. I'm picking up on that this is not just one order that's being made. There could be multiple orders that's made in regards to the situation for those that may be resonating in the energy of this message. But let me just see what the energy of the Moonology had to say in regards to this message for those that may be resonating with. Tell me more about this energy of this judification, this change. A win-win forecast. Full moon in Libra. So let's see in regards to the energy of this message. Tell me more about this energy of this false person surrounding this tower energy. A personal issue reaches resolution. It's falling into this energy of bad health and imprisonment. So let's see, tell me more about this energy, this unexpected income. You're very close to achieving your goals. And I feel like that's coming in the form of this message from this official person, from this courthouse. So let's get another card in regards to this energy of this concern. This energy of thoughts. This is something that I feel like is life-changing for somebody. Your commitments are being tested right now though. Prosperity lies ahead. And it's falling into this energy of imprisonment. So in regards to this energy of this devil here, in the reverse, what's the most important message? You're very close to achieving your goals, so don't give up, hold your vision. You may have had this vision since a child, you know, something is coming into fruition. You've been manifesting during this time also. You're very close. This is just the final test before that time, you know, is what I'm picking up on here. A couple of cards want to come through. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio, and adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. In this energy of where you may be tested right now. You may be being tested in areas around family, home, children. Let me just get one card in regards to this energy of child. Why is this child energy here? In regards to the energy of this message. Center of this message and the heart of the matter. It says surrender to the divine. It says be bold and make the first move. And the bottom of the deck it says meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. So let's see. In regards to the energy of this message, I didn't pull one of these to start with, so let's see what's the overall energy here. For those that may be resonating in the energy of this message. Random message for somebody. Somebody may just need to hear this message today. 11th house. Friends are in the reverse. And it's Scorpio. Card number 20. I transform. And when I do the numerology for today, which is the 17th of December 2025, you break it down to 20. So there's something significant about today in regards to this energy. And I will read this from the book. So card number 20. And it reads, Scorpio, I transform. October the 23rd to November the 21st may be significant. It reads, put your ear down close to your soul and listen hard. This is a quote by Anne Sexton. So it says, acknowledging desire and surrendering yourself to the depths will serve you best at this time. Scorpio is one of the most fascinating signs in the zodiac. It is ruled by Pluto, planet of gutters and extremes, and it is the sign of sex, money, and passion. It is a powerful sign. Scorpions have a bad reputation for ruthless behavior, which is not deserved. Like the other water signs, Scorpio is emotional, but not in the sympathetic way of Cancer or Pisces. When Scorpios enter the room, they don't have to say a word for the crowd to know. They can feel their energy, their depth, and their ability to understand others, all the while not revealing much about themselves, is profound. Scorpios inspire you to tell them your darkest secrets while revealing none of their own. When Scorpios feel deeply, they fear the loss of control, and they will sting when threatened or concerned. When threatened or conquered or cornered. Almost always, Scorpios will deliver the last hit. Scorpio does not roll over and play dead. They never forget a slight. People of this sign will make their mark, even when they have to do it alone. If the Scorpio card comes up when you are being tested, you may feel isolated and on your own without much sympathy or help from others. If so, it's time to stand on your own and fight those forces gathered against you. You will likely win and come out much stronger and happier than before, but it's still an intense time. There are a number of positive changes with this card. You will soon gain what you have worked so hard for. This card implies karmic issues, even the resurfacing of past life recollections. So many of your relationships now will be of a karmic nature and thus be tried as well. Your life may seem like a trial. Matters involving inheritance and money may figure in, such as heirlooms, and I spoke about this in the beginning of the message, legacies, and what comes through family or people you are tied to from your deep past. You may have to deal with someone who may plot revenge over something you may not be guilty of. It could also be a time where enemies surface, so you would be wise to protect your reputation. Strong sexual attraction may arise, whether wished for or not. Obsessions are possible. It is wise not to get wrapped up in or intrigued with people you don't know very well or have known only for a short time. Do not attempt to maneuver or manipulate anyone as this will surely backfire. On the positive side, now is the time to be resourceful and guard that which you have worked for. If romance is your question, expect it to be transforming and not something you can leave aside. In some cases, your partner may seem aloof and hard to reach, and matters may erupt into unexpected passions. If surrounding cards indicate that things will progress, this may be one of the most important and transforming relationships you've ever had. In dealing with jobs and careers, expect intensity, restrictions, and demands. Sometimes when this card comes up, it indicates you will be going through a period of deep self-analysis. You may seek out professional You may seek out a professional, or you may work through this time alone by reading or through reflection. Be mindful when it comes to finances in areas such as taxes, property, and shared assets. You could have resounding success or tremendous losses currently, but the message is to take your chance, then stick with your decision no matter what. You have the ability now to make it work. So this card in brief reads, a new thing born out of something thought that was dead. Resurrection, love born out of the depths of passion, charisma, ghosts and hauntings, banks, inheritances, money of or goods from a dead relative, the unknown, secrets, blessing in disguise, therapists, going into the depths, Hades, autumn. When things die off, homicide, paranoia, suspicion, seeing into the heart of the matters, being wise, not suffering fools, agreements, but with caution, resentment, severity, hidden aggression, enemies, secret or open, psychic energy, powers, curses, and magic spells, metaphysics, vampire stories, anything Egyptian, being innocent yet accused, feeling lonesome, aloofness, being signed out, not being left alone, stalkers, past life, past lives, the idea that death is never final. The corresponding card to this card would be the death card. Key ideas, transformations through desire, psychic ability, taxes, secrets, wins and losses, sexual attraction and secret affairs is all that this card represents. And I feel like I can't end that message on that card. How long are we into this? So I'm going to just pull one of these cards in regards to the energy of this message. Closing message for those that may be resonating in the energy of this message. And I just keep hearing a random message. What's the most important message for those that may be resonating, needing to hear at this time? I'm going to collect that card in a minute. Divine Devotion is at the bottom of the deck. And the card that fell to the ground is a paradigm shift is going on for you right now. Card number 4. And I will read this one from the book. I wasn't prepared for it, so I have to pause to get the book. So card number 4, paradigm shift. It says you are undergoing radical growth in your belief system. Now is the time to challenge old attitudes and question previous expectations. You are in a non-ordinary time where great leaps forward can be made in a moment, and the road you thought you once knew suddenly breaks open. A whole new understanding awaits you. Buddhists sometimes speak of the beginner's mind, that which assumes nothing and therefore open to everything. A spiritual psychologist might call this the inner child, as it is innocent, curious, unfixed, and always learning. This mindset is not attached to a particular viewpoint and doesn't have to know an answer. Indeed, it is much more interested in questions. All souls can sometimes find it hard to recapture their not knowingness. It's a bit like asking someone with a lot of life experience who has perhaps become a bit world weary to drop any expectations or opinions and look at the world through fresh eyes. This can be very challenging, yet life becomes much more energizing and interesting when you are open and don't hold expectations about what will or will not be. Suddenly you are receptive to the universe helping you in ways that in the past you did not believe were possible, all because you kept an open mind. You are going through an accelerated mental shift into a new perception that free you to be in the world in new ways, shedding old limits, fears, and misconceptions. Allow this shift to unfold according to its own innate evolutionary intelligence. There is no need to attempt to force yourself out of any confusion. You are stepping beyond what you have known, a bit like a traveler in a foreign city, feeling awkward until they get the lay of the land and how things operate. Any confusion or uncertainty will either pass or become more comfortable as you trust that when you are open to the unexpected and the unknown, the universe is able to help you in unexpected and previously unknown ways. You may feel that you don't know yourself, your relationships, or your place in the world as you did. perhaps what you once held true seems uncertain. These are signs you are going through a paradigm shift. This shift will enable your mind and heart to open to the next steps, a life beyond what you have known thus far. You don't need to be afraid. This is just the next stage of your divine life journey, calling you forward. You are ready, even if sometimes you may question it. When you find yourself questioning the views expressed in the mass media or even the conversations happening around you, take heart and know that you are continuing to evolve from fear-based conditioning into a love-filled reality. Any discomfort or confusion will soon transform into joy at discovering you are free and have no reason to be afraid. If you have also drawn the oracle card unplugged from the mass consciousness or a star child, or feel inspired to read either or both of these messages, this guidance is amplified for you at this time. The universe encourages you to embrace the power within, to be a free thinker, daring to delight in thoughts of love rather than lower your vibration with thoughts of fear. So invocation of this card reads, through divine grace and unconditional love, I open my mind to the higher truth of love. May my mind be cleansed from the conditioning and gently open to the light of love. I am willing to unlearn what no longer serves me, to receive teachings and information, guidance and assistance from those beings of pure light and unconditional love that can support me on my life journey now. I trust and allow the energy to shift. I am steady and grounded, yet flexible and receptive. As this takes place, may my paradigm shift bring me closer to peace, love, empowerment, and happiness. May the process be held in guardianship by the universe with grace, mercy, and tenderness. Through my own free will, so be it. And the card that this speaks of, unplugged from the mass, came through in the message that I did of recently in regards to a masculine energy. It was in the energy of somebody having pent up anger, you know? And it's like they didn't know how to transmute that anger, and it came out in a hasty way by making a hasty decision. I feel like that message may be relevant as I'm looking into that now. But anyway, I'm going to end this message here, and I hope that if it has resonated with you, you're able to find some type of clarity, confirmation, reassurance that all is going to be well. This is just all a part of your gift. This is just a part of the shift that's taking place, and whatever this energy is that's randomly coming up for you, it's just a test of the times for whatever this new beginning is for you, you know. But if the message has resonated with you, you know, I appreciate those who like my messages, those who subscribe to my channel, those who share my messages. It's all helping my channel to grow and for the message to be received by those that's needing to hear a message. You know, so love and light and peace and blessings to you all.